What's really helpful and where we see the AI with ActiveCampaign is the ability to pull email information back as well. So if we see emails going out about a specific topic, let's create a social media post about that. Also, we want to be able to automatically push from our agent to your agent if we see positive reviews coming in for a specific location about a specific offering. We then want to funnel that into the email content as well. So we see this really bridging the full gap of, it's really the data that we're receiving, but how do we make these agents smarter across our ecosystem to, again, represent that multi-location brand, that franchisor, however it may be done, in the best way possible while taking as much of that marketing lift off of their plate and doing it for them so that they can sit back and run the business like they want to. From a partnership perspective, the only email partner that we're looking at is ActiveCampaign. When we started talking about a partnership, everything just made sense. How we think about multi-location brands in this hyper-local and personalized space. And again, this was a gap for SOCi. So obviously we evaluated the marketplace and understood, but ActiveCampaign stood out for all the right reasons. One, the technology is incredible. The AI campaign builder has so much opportunity because asking a franchisee to understand how to build an email, where do I put a header image? What type of body copy do I need? What's my call to action? Them trying to transition and think about that and that context switching in their day-to-day life of what other things that they're doing is a big, tall order that we're asking for them. So using AI Campaign Builder to just come in and use natural language and how to prompt that and have that just quick, here's what I'm looking to achieve and here's how I'm doing this. And thinking about how that, again, goes back to scale and how we use AI to scale just the general marketing monotony that we're forcing them to go through, but is also needed for their business. This is where there's so much opportunity so that we're saving them time and also helping them bridge that gap where they're just not marketers at the end of the day, but they know they need to do something. So how can we help them do it professionally at scale and also get the results that they need to at the end of the day? Next for us is ActiveCampaign's AI suggested automations, especially when it comes to complex marketing workflows, not only understanding the marketing collateral and tactics that they need to do, but then all the necessities behind the scene make it very difficult. And I think we can all think about any sort of technology that we've worked with where we've got to go into the back end, understand a workflow, understand a configuration, and you just want to throw up your hands and give up. And so having that AI suggested recommendations on how to manage those really starts to democratize this concept of difficulty when it comes to technology and make it easier so that, again, everyone's on the same playing field. The third piece of this is really where we think about dashboards in our lives. We're all overwhelmed and inundated with dashboards, and how do we decipher the information that we need out of that? So having this type of intelligence where you're able to ask the questions and get the data back in a way that's still using natural language, to be able to ask that in a way where I'm trying to understand an ROI, or I'm trying to give a data point to my boss who's asking for something, but I don't have to just go through rows and rows and columns of data, and I can simply ask the question and get that insight back, and then even dive in deeper. There's so many times where I get to a data point where it's interesting, I want to know more, but I'm out of time. And again, giving time back to them, but allowing us to really get insights into what's working and what's not without having to be a data analyst. I think as we look through this next forefront of AI, we're both leading this charge for our customers and our space. And again, the complementary forces of SOCi's search, social, and reputation, and how we're partnering with ActiveCampaign for the emails, we're just targeting the customers in the best way. So using agents to do this, and again, neither of us are saying we want to replace workers. That's not what we want to do. We recognize that in this marketing landscape, a lot of this work simply isn't getting done. But we all know the benefits and the ROI of doing this work. So how can our agents work together to do the work that needs to be done while freeing up the time and energy that these franchisees and franchisors need to spend on other places, even including headquarters? I mean, there's so many things that we can all say as marketers that we wish we had more time to do. We want to help them have that time to do it.